Hello guys, welcome to our next lesson, which is the secret of trading gold in the M1 time frame. Since gold is very volatile and honestly gold is very respect SNR and SND, therefore it's much easier to trade in gold and to anticipate the price movement in the smaller time frame. Now, here I'm going to tell you the secret of how can we use the NORA entry to entry on the M1 time frame. At the same time, it will lower our risk. So let's get started. So here we can see this is the SOP, or we call it the flow chart of how do we want to analyze gold. Okay, so gold, we can start from the H4 time frame or the H1 time frame for danger zone SNR. Of course, better to come with the second movement, or we can use the QM leg retest at the H1 time frame or the H4 time frame. So same thing goes. If there is a rejection, we wait for confirmation of rejection in the smaller time frame. We do not wait at the rejection or the M30 or the M15. We wait at the small time frame. It's sufficient. Or the breakout and pullback, same goes. We will entry at the M1 time frame, engulfing at the M5 time frame. So I'm going to show you this later on. So when can we trade for the H4, H1 time frame for gold? Normally is during the Asian session, because during this time the volatility is very low. It's not as high. However, for gold, even though during the Asian session the market volatility is low, but gold normally will have a movement around 30, 50 to 100 pips as well. In addition to that, normally when there is no major news is going on, so during the US or the London session, you may trade as well, as long there will be no major news during that period. So we can check this at the Forex Factory, or you may go to the investing.com to check at the economic calendar. Make sure that there are no news on the US dollar. Lastly, we can trade gold normally after there is a big movement in the big time frame for gold. After a big movement has happened, normally gold will stay sideways temporarily. So during those periods of sideways, that is the best time to trade for gold in the M1 time frame. So here I'm just going to show you an example at the H4 time frame. Normally when the gold made a big movement like this, big major downward movement, then it will stay sideways temporarily. Okay, make a big movement again and then sideways, big movement, sideways, big movement, sideways. Okay, so all of this that I marked in the blue highlighted zone is the sideways area. So here we can trade. Okay, I'm going to show you later more on details in the trading view chart. Okay guys, in this slide I'm going to do, so we mark the H4 or the H1 as our danger zone SNR. Okay, so here you can see the danger zone HNR for H4, H1. We use it as a monitoring zone. Same thing here as well. It makes no difference. Okay, so if you're using the danger zone, then we need to wait for the M5 confirmation to break out of the zone. Okay, however, if you're using the QM led retest, whether the H4 or H1, QM led retest, it is as a monitoring zone as well. But you do not require to wait for the M5 confirmation engulfing candle to break out of the zone. Okay, because why? This is just a monitoring zone for the QM left shoulder. So in a big time frame H4, H1, you'll see something similar like this. When price come into the zone, in the M1 time frame or the M5 time frame, you can find the setup something like this. So this is the QM inside the QM inside the danger zone SNR. Most important part, guys, there is a confirmation when you entry. So example, if you entry on the M1, then make sure that the M5 time frame you have the bearish engulfing. So if you entry on the M5 time frame, make sure that the M15 you have the bearish engulfing. That's it. Don't go so far. So we just want to trade at the M1 and 5. Okay, guys. So I hope you understand this. Okay, make sure you take this as a note. Very important. So let's look at the MT4 chart. Alright, guys, we are currently at the trading view chart. So here we can see that there's a big movement going on here. Okay, so we're gonna look for NORA entry in this area. We're gonna trade in this sideways area. So here I'm gonna mark here all this. Okay, guys. So here's a few things that we can have a look. First, we need to mark the H4 SN, danger zone SNR. So we just mark a few. Okay, so we have one here, we have one here. So here, this one has a second movement, so therefore this is a strong support. Okay, H4. So we just mark it and then go back to the chart. Remember guys, always mark our danger zone first. So this is area danger zone. Danger zone area. Okay, next we go to the H1. Oh, here we need to mark the second movement. So I'm going to mark the second movement for you first. Go here. See, this is second movement. Beautiful, isn't it? So it has a like a N shape. Okay. So second movement. So next, what should we do is when price comes back to the area, then we will monitor the zone. Next thing we can do is to go to the H1 time frame. Okay. If you don't find any setup in the H4, price hasn't come back to this area, what should we do is we can do on the H1 time frame as well. So we mark this first, okay, as our danger zone SNR. So I'm gonna mark this as light blue. Yep. So okay, this is a good support. Just gonna mark this like this. Okay guys, so we're gonna change the danger zone color so that we don't get confused. Maybe we change this one to green. Green means we are maybe a heavy green. Greens means it's a H1 time frame, H1 danger zone, whereas the blue one is the H4. Okay, good. Second movement of this one for the H4 time frame. Here we have the second movement for the H1 time frame. I'm gonna color this second movement as purple. Okay, purple second movement for the H1 time frame. So this one is a strong support here. This one, do we have second movement here? This area here. So we're gonna copy this. I'm gonna paste. Okay, this is second movement. There we go. Okay, second movement. So like this. Okay guys, so gold will react in any way. Okay, so let's you can have a look in this area. So let's say we want price comes into this area. Okay, wait, let's see first. We have our danger zone here. The first danger zone that price comes in to react after we mark the H4, and the H1 is here. Okay, so we'll wait for price here. Let's see if there any opportunity on the Nora entry. I'm going to remove all this so that it's easier for us to monitor. Yes, okay. So price will come back to this area, right? So what should we do is, let's have a look. As you can see here, guys, in the M5 time frame, you also can see there's a QM shape already, isn't it? But let's go to the M1 first. Okay, this is the danger zone SNR, isn't it, for the H1 time frame. So here we have a lot of opportunity if you want to trade for buy. So here you can put a QM, okay, as our price here. So I'm gonna mark our entry point. Not only that, I'm gonna color this. Let's color maybe pink, okay, for our entry point, pink. So we have one here. Okay, so there are a few, but before we need to trade that area, we need to find confirmation in the M5 time frame. So in the M5 time frame, there is no confirmation because they're still inside the zone, but we can see here on the M15. Okay, so the confirmation based on this one is the M15. Price comes back into this area and then goes back up again. Okay, so we have the M15 as a confirmation. Because M5 we couldn't see anything. The reason why you couldn't see anything, because M15 reject here. M5, this is the M5 that broke out the zone. Okay, so people thought that when come inside here, we need to wait for pullback. After pullback, we have to wait for confirmation of rejection. But there is no confirmation of rejection on the M5 time frame. Therefore, we do not trade on the sell trade this area. Okay, guys? Because there's no confirmation of rejection, why would you want to trade on a sell? So what should we do is we wait for price to react. There's a confirmation. As you can see, there's one time it reject here, isn't it? Then the M15, it rejects again twice, so we can see that clearly the price is wanting to reject that zone. So next is we can try to entry this area, but the best is use the M1 as our entry area or the M5. So let's check on the M1 first. So M1 we can use the latest price shoulder, which is this one. Okay, M1 is here. M15. M15 is this. Sorry, M5 you can use this shoulder as well. So we have two shoulder. M5 is this shoulder. Okay, this is what we call the lower high, lower low. Price comes back, come back to this zone, and then goes up. Now this is considered as a late retest QM, isn't it? And then somehow we don't have any trend line confluence. So you can decide whether do you want to risk it or not. Since this is an M1 time frame, let's calculate the risk if we trade on the M1 time frame. So we calculate our risk, okay guys? So I'm going to put this as a long position. Long. Our entry point is this area here. Okay. So I'm going to risk this head here. This trade risk is about 26, 27 pips. So guys, if you think that the risk is very big like this case, then we do not trade. Okay. If you think that the risk is big, you do not trade. But the reward is 43.5 pips. So the risk reward ratio is 1.57. This can be a good trade as well. Okay. But let's wait for another opportunity. If let's say this is a late retest, what we should do is we wait here on the M1 time frame. Okay, when price comes in, there's a rejection here, then we can trade. But however, price didn't make a QM shape. So price did not make a QM shape, therefore we may not be able to trade in this area. Okay, or price just went up like that. So if let's say we miss this opportunity, there are a lot of opportunity again that we can trade. So let's back to the H1 time frame and then see where are the areas that we can trade. I'm going to delete all this so that it doesn't disturb us. Okay. So one H1, it comes out. Okay, it didn't touch all the way up here. If you want to put your TP, second TP over this area. So the price comes into the H4 danger zone. So when price comes into this danger zone H4, what we should do is we change it to the low time frame, which is the M5 time frame, and then check if there is any rejection. Okay guys, so the M5 time frame, it doesn't show anything. But remember guys, about the momentum that we learned, about the price momentum and the loss of momentum, the topic, the video. If you do, so this is a good opportunity for you to learn. So price means in a strong momentum, we do not trade. Okay, because there is no sign. There is one Marubozu, very long candle. So let price comes in again one more time to this zone. What should we do is we mark only this area and then see if there is any opportunity for us to trade in this area here. Okay. So let's see. So do you guys see any opportunity at all? No, right? Could be here as a QM. Okay, could be here as a QM, but price did not take this QM area here. I'm gonna mark this. Okay, take this away. No, take this away. Okay, so this is a QM. Okay, so we have the low high, low low, higher high. Price go up but never come back. Okay, it just straight away went up, so we missed this opportunity. So if you're willing to take the risk, you can try here, but there is no confirmation. So if we do not have the opportunity to trade, then we can just skip this trade anyhow. Okay guys, so let's find other opportunity again. Go back to the H4 or the H1 time frame. So we do not have any opportunity to trade here. Let's check in if we have any opportunity in the M15. Yes. Okay, there we go. So could be on the M5 we have another opportunity to trade. Here, guys, you see here? So the M5, here we mark. There we go. Okay, this is our opportunity to trade. I'm gonna mark this as an entry point. So we have the low, high, lower, low, higher, high. Okay, and then here, I can see there's a confluence trend line. There we go. You see this, guys? See? Okay. So you can mark it as like teacher Nora always said, we can just mind T-buy only. T-buy is basically just so that as long there is a confluence, you see this a confluence, price touch and go up, price touch this area and go up, price touch this area and go up. So the first drive, second drive, third drive. So this is a QMC setup. So do we have any good confirmation? Let's go to the higher time frame. Let's go to the M30 time frame. Yes, M30 we have the bullish engulfing. So guys, even though we missed the opportunity to trade here on the M1, however, we can trade on the M5 time frame with the QMC setup. So we have the first drive, second drive, third drive, low, high, lower low, higher high. Price comes in within the confluence of the trend line, and at the same time the confluence of the trend line, the price touch is the same line as our entry point of the left shoulder. So M30 is our confirmation. So this is also a good trade. So once this is a H4, okay guys, so we can set 2 TP. Let's go back to the M5. So which our first TP? First TP will be here. Okay, the previous high. So I'm gonna borrow this. No, I'm gonna take a new one then. Previous high, this. So we're gonna color this line as maybe purple. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put a dash line better. So this is our TP, dash line, and make it thicker. Okay, dash line first TP. I'm gonna copy this. Second is the H4 time frame. So H4 time frame will be this area, isn't it? So we have 2 and 3. So we take this again, borrow this as our okay, something like this. So the risk here we're gonna take for the M5 QMR is around 27 to 30 pips. Okay, so 27 to 30 pips. So the first TP will be 38.5 pips. So our risk reward is 1.39. Risk reward ratio is 1.39. So then this is a good trade, okay? Because the reward is higher. Some more, why? Price react. So like I said again, the confidence of trading this is 90%. Let me repeat this again. Why? Because price reacted from H4 danger zone, SNR on the support. Okay. Secondly, what do we have? We have the QMC M5 setup, isn't it? Okay, there is a trendline confluence. So the head, the lower low is at the second drive. And third, we have the confirmation on the M30S bullish engulfing. And the setup is in the engulfing body. Okay, so I have 3 strong reasons why I can enter this trade even though the risk is around close to 30 pips. Okay guys, so once we have this strong reason, 30 pips, at the same time the risk reward is quite high. So let's say I'm going to entry on 2 layers. Okay, so let's say we want to risk, since we have all this confirmation, we want to risk a little bit higher, we want to put a bigger lot. So let's say I'm going to put 0.1 lot with 2 layers. So the first layer I'm going to TP here. The second layer I'm going to TP at the H4 danger zone, which is up here. Okay, so we actually not sure whether the price going to react here or not, but anyhow we can just put 2 layers. Once price have moved around 30 to 50 pips, then we can set the break even and let the price does it work. If it goes all the way up, then it's fine. If it doesn't, then it's okay, because we have lower our risk by putting it in our break even. Okay, so let's calculate the risk reward for the second entry. No, sorry, for the second layer. So put it here. So the reward is up to here. Okay, danger zone. So let's say a few pips lower, if in case we're using the standard account. So here, okay, so this risk reward will be around 4.61. So this will be a good risk reward ratio as well. 4.61. Okay, so we risk close to 30 pips, but our reward is around 132 pips. So this is a good risk reward ratio as well. So next thing, what should we do is whether we have any roadblock on the M5 time frame. Yes, there is always a roadblock. First roadblock is here. This is the supply zone. So I'm going to color this dark red, right? Dark red. Yes, there we go. So we have the first roadblock. Next roadblock, let's check here is a roadblock. I'm gonna copy paste this. Sorry, this is here. How to move this? Like this. Okay. So on the M15 we have this roadblock, our supply zone. Okay. M30. So I'm gonna copy and then paste again. So here's another supply zone. So on the H1, if you see any zone, no, I think that's it. Okay, M30. Anymore? There's like a QM led retest pattern, but this QM has been taken on the H1 time frame, so it's considered high risk once the QM has been taken. So nothing much. So we have only 2 roadblocks, guys, or 3. Okay, 3 roadblocks. So let's go to the M5 time frame. So did price react in this roadblock? No, because price comes in from the H4 danger zone. So price is going on the uptrend, and price come in from M continuation. Okay, QM. So QM continuation is strong, Quasimodo. Okay, so strong setup we have here. It just break the M5 supply zone, no issue. Once it broke, you see this, guys, it reacted on this supply zone again. Reacted on this supply zone. Okay, comes back down to test this zone that it just broke, and then continue go up, comes back to this zone, test again, and then go down, come back to this zone again, test again, and then go up. Finally, it reached our take profit. Okay, so this is one of the way you can trade. So let's find some other setup again. So this is the danger zone, okay, on the H1 again. So let's look at this danger zone H1. Oh, sorry, this is the danger zone H1, not the H4, yeah. So this is the H1 time frame, danger zone. So let's look into up here, whether we have any opportunity to trade. I will go straight to the M5. No, do not have. Let's go to the M1. Do we have anything? Okay, M1 we do have QM like pattern. However, if you can see that this is a high, low, higher high, lower low. Okay, probably not in the M1, but in the much maybe seconds time frame. So if you look at here, price has reached any confirmation yet. Okay, but the M1 it has make a rejection. Okay, see this strong bearish engulfing. M1 strong bearish engulfing. It reject the zone. It didn't even close the candle inside the zone. So this is the H1 time frame danger zone. So we have the high, okay, here high, low, higher high, lower low, and then price comes back to this area and goes down. So we do not have, okay, never mind. Let's check at the M5 time frame, see if we have any opportunity, or what we call the confirmation of our entry. Okay, definitely M5 doesn't have any. Okay, but if you want to risk, so let's calculate the risk for this. Okay, here we go. Okay, the risk for this, yeah. So we entry here. So I'm going to put on a short position. We entry here, right? Okay, and then we're going to risk here. This is only 10 pips, guys. 10 pips. Okay, your risk is only 10 pips. So let's put it 15 pips. Okay, 15 pips. 15 pips. And then this is the first TP. If you want to do here, you can make it here, but the risk reward for this is quite low. Okay, so we do not want to TP here. We want to TP much lower place. Why? Because this one is a H1 danger zone. Okay, let's go to the. Okay, so if we go to the H1 danger zone, we try to TP at a much lower area. So where is our next TP that we possible? We could go to the H1 danger zone as well. This is the H1 danger zone here, this green color. Let me color back. Okay, so we go back to our M1, and then we mark our risk and reward. Gonna put this one bigger. Okay, so this is the first zone. So I'm gonna put in maybe 3-4 pips above the zone. Okay, there we go. So our risk here is around 15 pips, but our reward is around 80 over pips, 84 pips. So the risk reward ratio has become 5.66. Okay, so you can just try this, guys. Even though there is no confirmation, if you're willing to risk for gold 15 pips, I don't mind. Okay, why? First, the reason is that the price has touched the H1 danger zone. Okay, danger zone. Secondly, the price action of the M1 shows that here there is a bearish engulfing. Okay, bearish engulfing on the M1. and then it touch the zone and reject outside the zone, comes in back as a QM, touch it. If you go to the 30-second time frame, I'm not sure do I have any 30-second time frame or 15-second time frame. Maybe we can see this clearly. Let's see on the 15-second time frame. I can't. Okay, I need to upgrade my plan. But it's okay. If I can't go to the 15-second time frame, let's try if I can go on the 30-second time frame. Hold on. Let me check this, guys. Oh, I can't as well. So I can't go to the 30-second time frame. Okay, never mind. The M1 is good enough. So M1 has shown a lot of things inside here. Okay, definitely if you go to the smaller time frame, you can see that this is a QM, higher, low, higher, high, lower, low, and the confirmation is on the M1 time frame. But we don't need to go all the way up to the second time frame. We use this as an entry point that is good enough. So remember, guys, as I always said, if you're willing to risk 10-15 pips for the reward of 84 pips, then go ahead, guys. Okay, because the risk and reward is very, very high. So in this case, there is no confirmation. Okay, on the M5 there's no confirmation. Normally what I should do is I do not put on a big lot. I will trade small. So instead of I put 0.1 lot for 2 layer, I'm only going to put 0.1 lot 1 layer. That's it. Okay, 1 layer, or probably 0.05 lot with 2 layer. Okay, so 0.05 lot with 2 layer. First I'm going to TP here. Even though the risk reward is low, it's okay. Okay, second TP you can go hold all the way up to here if the price will go all the way to our TP here. Okay, guys, so this is how basically how you can trade using the M1 time frame, the NORA entry. So the M1 is all about the NORA entry. If you see a QM pattern at the danger zone area here, okay, at the danger zone area here, you can trade using the NORA entry. Even here also, okay, when price break, you can use this as a NORA entry. Why? Because this is a base break. Base break, okay, return this new base. Previously was a supply base, now tested as a demand base. Okay, it goes up. Okay, so if you know the basic of SND, you can use this to trade as well. So the NORA entry is very, very good. Okay, using the M1 time frame. I didn't anticipate to trade here again, but here the price doesn't come back and then it just went up straight. So it's okay. On the M5 we can entry. So there are always opportunity, guys. Most important part is that you must have your danger zone marking, or we can mark on the QMH1, QMH4, okay, as your monitoring zone. Let retest, okay, and basically it's just like that. So I hope you guys will do more practice, okay, practice in terms of your back testing, your front testing. If you're not sure, you can do front test, okay, you do your marking here, everything. You don't have to entry, do a marking, see any confirmation, write down the notes on the next of your MT4 chart or your trading view chart so that you remember what is the notes all about. Then when price react, you can go back and have a look how does it goes. Okay, you can treat it as a front testing practice. Okay, follow the flow and then you are fine. Most important part, guys, the more you do, the more practice you have, then the more efficient you are in your trading. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you another example again in the gold. This time is the QM on the daily time frame. So here we can see there's a QM pattern. I'm gonna mark, this is the left shoulder. Okay, this is the left shoulder. And then we come back to here, we mark the zone for our monitoring purposes. Just for monitoring purposes, okay. Gonna make it sharp a bit. Here on the body, yes, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna mark this as a blue color as our danger zone, not our danger zone, our monitoring zone for the QM. So next we go to the M50 time frame, see whether we can find any setup. Okay, no, we don't have any setup. So price touch here. So the initial trade is that you can trade on this area first if you want to. Since it is a daily QM, price will normally play around this area, okay, for a while. It will be quite some time since this is a daily setup on the QM. Let retest. So here you can see that there's a QM setup here, isn't it? Just mark this. Okay, we go to the M5 time frame to see whether we can see any confirmation of the setup. Yes, there's a bearish engulfing. Okay, price comes in, comes back up, and then you can go down. So here you can see that the price has reacted. How big is the area? Price reacted all the way to here is about close to 100 pips. Okay, guys, there's about 90 pips here, about 80 over pips. All right. Okay, so I'm going to look at M30, see whether we have any confirmation. Because why? I want the price to move all the way down quickly. So M30, we don't really see anything yet. Okay, daily time frame, right? So H1, nope. Okay, no, never mind. So we just wait. Okay, price will come in this area. So what we should do is we just wait. You can trade here first if you wanted to, but do not buy. Okay, guys, do not buy because there's no indication on buy setup. So we do not look for buy setup. High, low, high, high, lower, low. Price comes in and then reject down here. So I'm gonna wait. See if anything goes in M15. Nothing yet. M5. Okay. Okay. We might have something here. Okay, M15. Okay, let's wait for the M15 to close candle. Okay, so M15 has closed. M15 has closed. So what we should do now is to look at the M5 setup. See if we can find any setup. Nope. Okay, M1 you do have a lot of opportunity to trade if you are willing to take the risk. Okay, guys, you're willing to take the risk. You're willing to trade. Okay, you're willing to risk and then you're willing to take the trade. You can go. Come, let me show you some here, guys. So you have, because we want to try to trade at the top right so that we can get the more pips of profits. I'm gonna mark this as orange. Okay, maybe not nice. Yeah, orange is okay then. Okay, so you have the high, low, higher, high, lower, low. Okay, and then let's go to the big time frame. See any confirmation on M5. Okay, because this is the QM setup, guys, this zone is not a danger zone SNR, so you don't have to wait for the price to come out of the zone. Okay, like here comes out of the zone, it's even better. It's just that this is not a danger zone SNR, just a QM zone for us to monitor what is the price doing on here. Okay, so if price doing like here, you can see there's a bullish engulfing. You just have to watch out because this on the daily time frame. We hope that the price will react to the QM, even though it's a leg retest on the daily time frame. At least some pips to make from here. Okay, so M15 we have the bearish engulfing here. See this bearish engulfing, so we can look for setup. Okay, so here there's one setup. Even here there's a setup. Okay, so if we miss this top here, we miss here. Actually, there are a lot of opportunity for you to entry. You see, even here there's a QM. Sorry, here. See, high, higher, high, lower, low. So if you want to set, let's go for the short position. Entry here. Your stop loss will be, guys, the stop loss is only 5 pips, guys. Let's make it 10 pips or 15 pips. Like I said, 15 pips will go. You'll be safe if you put it on 15 pips. Okay, then your risk is only here. If you want to have the first TP is around 64 pips, so this is already 4.27 for your first TP. Okay, you can scalp here. Scalp here. So M15, do we have anything M15 here? Nothing much. So we only have two candles that broke this candle, but here's a bullish engulfing. Okay, you see why price do not react to this bullish engulfing so much, because price is currently trying to react from the QM daily setup. Okay, so here we have two, so we have two potential entry on M1. Okay, one here, two here. Okay, next, where can we entry again? There are a lot here, guys. Come, let me show you. Copy and paste. If you guys can see this, there is one here. Okay, there is another one here. So we do not know where price will react. Okay, so but this time I'm gonna confident that the price will go all the way down. Why? Because M15 has shown a bearish engulfing. So when M15 or M30 there's an engulfing, let's see with M30. No, M30 do not have any engulfing. The possibility of the price to go down very far is quite high. Okay, so you have to do more backtest so that you understand more on this one. I'm not sure how to tell you this, but you do more backtest, then you understand how the price action works like. Okay, so here there is a continuation setup, guys. If you can see here, there's a, well, there are so many setups in the M1 time frame. SNRC2, if you want to mark this as well, let me mark this for you. Okay, SNRC2, color this different color, yellow maybe. Okay, so we have this one. Let's check for confirmation on M5. See, all of the setup, you can see, guys, all the setup, the QM is in the M5 bearish engulfing. How about the M15? M15 has been bearish engulfing. M15 also, both setup are in the body of the engulfing. So we go back to the M1. we need to mark our risk and reward, our entry here. This time I'm gonna mark it two position. Okay, two position. One is to first TP. Second is to hold on the longer position. Okay, so I'm gonna risk here, from here to here, risk is about 16 pips. I'm gonna put in 20 pips. Okay, so let's put here, guys. Let's try here. Okay, so if here will be around 16 pips, let's put in 20 pips. Okay, and then this time I'm not gonna TP here anymore. I'm gonna TP much way down far side. Let's see, hopefully M5 I can get something here. Maybe the MH1, since the daily time frame. The daily time frame, let's just go to the nearest here. Okay, here. There we go. So the second one will go here as well. Sorry, the first one shouldn't be here. Sure, the first one. Okay, go to the M5. Go to the M1. Okay, good. M1 here. So I'm gonna move this one away first a little bit. Entry at here. Okay, so both risk reward. So this one, the risk reward 1.14. If you want to TP here, first here, but I'm not gonna TP there anymore. I'm gonna TP somewhere lower, probably here. Okay, you can choose, or maybe TP somewhere lower here. You can choose. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna put two entries here. Okay, one this shoulder, one this shoulder. We never know which price gonna react because both of the entry are in the M15 bearish engulfing. Okay, so what should we do now? We go back to the M1 and let's see how does the price react. Okay, guys. Okay, so for if you entry here, price will probably float around. This is what 1/8 size. Yeah. Price will float around 7-8 pips. Okay, 7-8 pips. If you entry from here, price will only float around 5 pips. So this one 5 pips. This one is about 8 pips. So 5 pips, 8 pips floating on a 1 minute time frame temporarily is okay. Let's check in the N5. Okay, M15. Okay, price one trying to react from here. So let's go back to the H1. Oh, M15, you can see that the price has made another bearish engulfing. After price touch this bearish engulfing, it made another bearish engulfing. So, okay, very clearly that this is going to indicate that the price is going to go down. Okay, guys, strong one. Price going to go down. So once we set this, okay, we have not reached our first TP. Or here, or this one, you want to go to the lower, even better. See if I can go any lower. Hold on, both of this is here. I'm gonna move this one bigger. Let's go to the H1. Since this is a daily, let's check the daily. Oh. Okay, since there's a daily QM, I will try to go this one on a daily here or maybe here. Okay, so have this been tested? No, so this will be the resistance become support area. So I'm gonna mark this as a second TP. Never mind, we mark the horizontal line first. Okay, and then we go mark the zone. This is the zone. Okay, the zone for this one. So I'm gonna color this blue, change it to blue. So I will probably TP just before the price reaches this zone. Okay, so I'm gonna take another horizontal line. So let's say here is 1795.8. I'm gonna TP at 1780 then 1796. 1796.9. Oh, there's okay. Yeah, it's okay, no problem. So just want to be safe. So this is second position. Gonna TP here. Yes. Okay, so here we have about 100 pips. So the risk reward here is about 5. Okay, guys. So now let's go back to the M1 and then let's check what does the price goes. Okay. Comes back to this area again. Okay. Since this is a daily setup, of course the price will play around this area for a very long time. Okay, guys. So that it hit the first TP here. If you want to set the first TP over here, okay, price play around again on the M1 time frame. As you can see, keeps playing around. So there are a lot of opportunity to sell here. If you can see here, there are some more entry here. You can entry if you miss the entry here, guys. Mark this as orange again. Okay, and copy and paste. There's another here. See, guys, here. Okay, so if you don't entry here, you have this entry here, this entry here. Now let's go to the M5 or M15 whether we have any confirmation. So this confirmation is quite high risk, but it's okay. Why it's okay? Because we have the first entry here. Second entry is here. See, is in the bearish engulfing of the or drop best drop on M5 time frame. Okay, so this one is in the body of the candle. M30 here. Okay, M30 here, there's also in the setup and the body. So let's go back to the M5. Okay, guys. So if you miss this opportunity, there are always opportunity to trade. So even here, let me paste again another one here. So you can trade here if you want, but here the price did not come back. Okay, price touch here, then continue go down. Oh, here also, did the price comes back? No. Okay, so there's always opportunity to look for sell. So I'm going to go to the M5. Let's just see how does the price. Hopefully it will reach. Yes, it reached our TP. That's very good. Okay, good, guys. So we have this one, the first one. Okay, we have a small TP. Like I said, guys, remember this is a daily QM time frame. So for the daily QM time frame, you have to be patient as we look at M1. So M1 is 1 minute. M5 is 5 minutes. So daily is how many? 24 hours, guys. So if price will take some time before it really wants to go down. So you have to be patient. Most important part is that we entry at the correct area, correct zone. Okay, and then make sure we have to control our risk. We have the reason why we entry, control our risk, do not be overconfident. Okay, guys. So that's it. I think just want to show you something simple. How we can trade on the M1. There's always opportunity here. So there are tons of opportunity for us to keep entry. So guys, remember, do not look for buy. Why? Because we expect that the price gonna react on the daily QM sell. So even though here on the M15 there is bullish engulfing, okay, you can try if you want to, but it will be very, very super risky. Okay, guys, here got bullish engulfing, you can try. Like I said, it's always risky. Okay, but if you want to risk, again, go ahead, no problem. Nobody gonna stop you because it's up to you. You decide. You should know what you're gonna do. Okay, for me, I will always look for sell setup only when price is reacting from the sell zone. Next thing, guys, is to do your assignment. So this time, same as previously, you need to do 3 assignments. So you mark your danger zone H4, H1. You mark your QM led retest. Okay. So for the danger zone, you have to wait for the M5 or M15 to break out from the danger zone. Whereas for the QM, you don't require to wait for the engulfing candle to break out from the zone. As long there is a confirmation of M5 or M15, you can trade on the M1 or M5. Same goes with the danger zone SNR. Once there's a confirmation of rejection from zone, then you can trade on the M1. But if you're a high risk taker, you don't even want to wait for confirmation, you can go ahead. As long as you feel that the risk is small and then the reward is high, you can do it. Because why? This is a scalping technique only. Okay, only for scalping purposes. So there you can scalp. But if you have confirmation, you can scalp. At the same time, you can hold even a longer position. Okay, guys. So do your assignment 3, save it in the folder, and submit at the end of the course.